Hello, got another episode of Dash Cam Wisdom coming your way from Dr. Charlie Cartwright. Hoping you're having a great day today. And I had some thoughts earlier this morning I want to share with you. It's interesting, when I was growing up, I was able to spend a lot of time with my grandmother, and she was really a neat lady, and there were so many lessons that she was teaching me. And I kind of feel like when I look back, I'm like the Karate Kid and Mr. Miyagi, and the wax on, wax off, and he was learning karate and didn't really realize he was learning karate until it was done. So when I look back at my grandmother, and there were just so many lessons just like that I was learning at the time, but I didn't realize what was happening. But looking back, I've been able to glean so many lessons. So one of those I want to share with you today. And the title of this is The Puzzle of Life. And life is a lot like a puzzle. And my grandmother was one of these people that she had this card table out all the time. And it might be in a different part of the house. Sometimes it was in her bedroom, sometimes it was in the living room. But she had this card table out, and she always had a puzzle going. At any time you went to her house, two things she always had was A, a puzzle going, and B, she had a ham in the refrigerator. She loved that ham. So, but anyhow, she had a puzzle, and so as a kid, I would sit there and help sometimes, or maybe sometimes I wasn't very helpful, but it was fun participating. And when you're putting a puzzle together, you have that picture on the box, and that's your guide, that's your goal at the end. And so with life, just like that, we need to have a goal in mind, a picture. Now, when you dump the box out, when you open the puzzle and dump all the pieces out, that's kind of fun too, but then it's daunting because you've got this big pile of pieces. But you have that end goal, which is the picture on the box. And what you'll discover when you're putting a puzzle together is it doesn't put itself together, right? If you don't touch that puzzle, it'll just be a pile of pieces, and there'll be no order to it. And so life is like that. We've got to actively participate in order to reach our goal. If we don't move forward, if we're not trying to put the pieces together, then it's very unlikely that the goal will ever be reached. And everyone has a different goal, right? Everyone has a different puzzle box. But the key is having a goal and then doing the things necessary to put all the pieces together. Now, here's something really interesting about putting the pieces together. They're all there. All the pieces are there. The answers are there to completing this goal, to completing this picture. But you have to find them. And so you have to dig. It's not easy, but they're there if you dig. Now, what you'll also find when you're putting a puzzle together is sometimes, man, it's so close, I just wish that would fit. It doesn't fit. And if you try to force it in, you'll break the puzzle piece or mess it up, or it'll get stuck and it's hard to get it out. And so sometimes in life, we get trapped by trying to make a piece fit that doesn't. And we know it doesn't fit, and we're still wanting it to fit so bad, but it doesn't fit. And so eventually, we either don't complete our puzzle or we mess it up a little bit, and then we'll finally have to accept that puzzle piece doesn't fit, and we got to remove it. It goes someplace else. We've got to be willing to do that. And it's a work in progress, but when you finish that puzzle, it's just so rewarding. So I hope this was helpful, this analogy, and it just was clear to me that, wow, that was another lesson my grandmother taught me outside of the scope of my conscious awareness, and sometimes those are the best and greatest lessons. So I hope you found this helpful today. Hope you're having an awesome day, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.